Yeah, you can change your language. We're going live, folks. All right, hi everyone. My name is Will with Tabletop Generals. This is going to be the first, hopefully, in a series of live stream D&D events we're doing. Tonight, we're doing the Into the Borderlands by Goodman Games. It's a reprint of modules B1 in Search of the Unknown and B2 Keep on the Borderlands. It's a reprint, and then the second half of the book is a full 5th edition conversion. So this is actually really cool, and also $50 if you are in the San Antonio area and care to come purchase a copy. That'd be awesome. So without further ado, I will let our gaming party introduce themselves. Let's see. Jared, why don't you start?
Cool. I'm Jared. I'm playing first level neutral human. I haven't named him. Beefcake. It's gonna be Beefcake. Call me Beefcake.
Hello, I'm Allie. I'm going to be playing a level 1 high elf wizard whose name is Isolde.
Hi. My name is Joe. I'm going to be playing a level 1 criminal, and his name is Boris.
Boris.
I am Robert. I am playing Lothar, a level 1 cleric.
I'm Anthony. I'm playing Mustafa. He's a level 1 fighter. He's chaotic neutral.
Hi, I'm Audra, and I'm playing a level 1 cleric, and his name is Clary.
Canary the Cleric. Awesome.
That's good.
Hi, I'm Mark. I'm playing a fighter, human, kind of good. His name is Chaswick.
Okay, so having set out together, you come across a town, and of course go into the tavern, and you hear some interesting things. I'm just going to read you the player's background. It's a little bit lengthy, but I'll read it out, and you guys can then maybe search around and see if you can determine any more information. Rogan the Fearless and Zelagar the Unknown are legendary names. Even you, a young fledgling in a town far from the great cities of your world, knew their reputation, even though their tale begins long before you were born. The elders and sages speak both names with respect, even awe, and a distant admiration for memories of 2 legendary figures. You have heard parts of the story before, but never enough to know all of it, or even what is true and what is only legend or speculation. But it is a great and fascinating beginning in your quest to learn more. Rogan the Fearless earned his name as a great warrior, and his reputation spread far and wide across the land. Zelagar the Unknown, equally renowned, if unknown, earned his respect, status, and power as a foremost practitioner of the mystical arts of magic and sorcery. No one knows what occurrences or coincidences brought these 2 men together, but tales tell of their meeting and forming a strong bond of friendship, a union that would last for the ages. As this occurred, legend has it, the 2 men virtually disappeared from the view of civilization. Stories occasionally surfaced about a rumored hideaway being built deep in the wilderness, far from the nearest settlement, away from the traveled routes, and high upon a craggy hill. But no one seemed to know any more than that, or where this supposed hideaway really was located, if indeed it was. No one knows for sure, but some say their motive was to pursue the common goals of personal greed and some sort of vague or chaotic evil. In any case, they jointly led a hermit life with but few occasional forays into the outside world to add to their reputations. Many years passed until one day a great barbarian invasion came from the lands of the north, threatening to engulf the entire land with the savage excesses of the unchecked alien horde. Just when things seemed their darkest, Rogan and Zelagar made their unexpected yet most welcome reappearance. Joining their powerful forces, they and their band of loyal henchmen met the barbarian army in a great battle at a narrow pass in the hills and decisively turned back the invasion. Rogan slew a horde of barbarians single-handedly, and Zelagar's powerful magic put their army to flight. It was a great victory, and a grateful populace rewarded the pair and their consorts with considerable treasure. After that, the 2 heroes returned to their mystical hideaway, and rumor has it that the spoils of victory were spent to further its construction, although some of it may yet be hidden somewhere. The most exciting portions of this legend are the most recent. Some years ago, perhaps in the decade before you were born, Rogan and Zelagar apparently decided on a joint foray into the land of the hated barbarians. Taking most of their henchmen and associates along with them in a great armed band, the two personages, it seems, disappeared into the forbidding alien lands to the north on a great adventure, which some say may have been asked by the very gods themselves. Word just reaching civilization tells of some great battle in the barbarian lands where the legendary Rogan and Zelagar have met their demise. This rumored clash must have occurred some years ago, as there are few details and no substantiation of the story. The only thing certain is that, if all this is true, Rogan and Zelagar have been gone far too long. If only one had the knowledge and wherewithal to find their hideaway, he or she would have great things to explore. Now, just recently came the most promising bit of information. A crude map purporting to show the way to the hideaway of the two men, a place apparently called Q. One of your acquaintances has this map. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see what the
Would you like these?
Of course, I rolled an 8, and there's 7. You have the map.
Oh.
You've acquired it from a hermit who told you that if you could find the destination, it would provide you great wealth. Could lead you to the mystical place that was their home and sanctuary. Who knows what riches of wealth and magic might be there for the taking? Yes, the risk is great, but the challenge cannot be ignored. Gathering a few of your fellows, you share the secret and embark on an adventure in search of the unknown. So, you guys are currently in the tavern of a small town, somewhat near where the hideaway is purported to be located. The tavern is well populated, as it's an evening after a long day of work. Many local farmers and peasants and such are in there having a pint of mead or whatever drink they want. We'll say mead, the only thing available.
Something fermented.
Something
Out of
fermented,
something else.
and maybe some water, but they don't drink the water because they get copper. So they drink the mead. If everyone would roll a D4, let's say you've been in town for a couple of days and you just conversing with the townsfolk have been able to gather a little bit of information. You have no way of verifying the accuracy of these rumors, but they may be true and they may be not. We'll start with Jared. What did you roll?
A 2.
All right, so you've heard there are secret doors, rooms, and passageways in part of the complex. And that the complex has 2 levels. Allie, what did you roll?
A 1.
Oh, you've heard. Rogan's trophy room has battle relics and slain monster remains from his adventures. Joe?
2.
You've heard that Rogan owned a fantastic gem as big as a man's fist that was worth over 100,000 gold pieces, and he kept it hidden in his personal quarters. And all the treasures of Zelagar and Rogan are cursed to bring ill to any who possess them. What did you roll?
2.
You've heard that there is a room with many pools of water within the complex, and the place is protected by the gods themselves. And one member of any party of intruders is doomed to certain death.
Sounds like a terrible place to go.
What did you heard? What, 4?
It's just
You heard nothing.
Oh,
You're drinking the mead, too much mead.
1.
You've heard Zelagar and Rogan had orc slaves to do the menial work, and some lived permanently at the stronghold. What did you roll?
2.
Heard. Part of the complex is unfinished, and the name of the stronghold is Quesqueton.
Can you spell that, please?
Quasqueton. Okay. So, do any of you wish to purchase any additional equipment while you're in town, or do anything else before you follow the map?
don't think I have any money.
Do you want to just go completely off track and catch a steamship to, Minnesota? It's a role-playing game. You can do whatever you want.
We could.
You could. Please don't. Well, you can't catch a steamship because those don't exist, but
Out of the airship.
you can find some tinker gnomes and build you one.
We don't-
And it will work erratically.
Yeah, we do. You have 25 gold.
Yeah.
I only have 5 gold.
Where's it
Well,
going?
you're a wizard, so you.
Right down here.
Oh,
You have 15. Ugh. Y'all all have more money than me?
You're a wizard. So
You know what? You're
They keep spending it all on spell components.
I don't even have any of them. I have nothing fun
that's okay. You
other
speak,
than my short sword.
Draconic.
That's true, I do. You're twins.
Only 4.
Make them twins.
You could be twins. That'd be
What's your
fun.
language? Yeah, good. I'm neutral evil. I am the evil twin. Brilliant. Okay.
Change your name to just Evil Twin instead of Beefcake.
Evil twin instead of beefcake.
Evil beef.
Evil Beef.
Yes, evil beef. It's like changing your name, like through like a portion of your life, like Scar. From the Lion King. Wasn't always named Scar. He didn't always have that scar. Fun fact: his original name translates to trash. So of course he's gonna be a thing. Or whatever.
I'll let you guys purchase any equipment you need to purchase right now.
Cool.
Lots of money.
That's true.
Oh, we're gonna stay. We're gonna steal this hamster.
10 a.m.
Inventory.
Okay.
Yeah, usually it would be in. Either one.
And yet you stole the nice reputation.
It's nice.
So yeah.
Duh.
Uh,
I can't remember what page everything is on though. I think it's like
Should we try to like pool our cash together to buy something nice?
no.
I
Sorry,
love
that's
how
a
the
murder
person
hobo
with
in
like the
You-
least amount of money
you
is
know,
like
you should be the most like.
eager.
No, it's mine. I'm not
Yeah,
paying
we
for
should totally-
any of your stuff.
Yes.
My stuff.
I'm not used to the way on this one.
It's too small. I can't.
Are we allowed to swear on this?
I think he said yes.
Cool.
Well, he asked them if they're okay with swearing.
Viewer discretion is advised. Okay.
Equipment.
So I'm sure I'm missing something.
Yours will actually tell you. That's what I was looking at and writing on the back. Because for a second I thought,
Light, sacred flame.
oh, you need to know what they do.
And then
Okay.
it says he prepares 4 first level spells to make them available. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
because I think you can only do those 4 a day, or 4 or 2 or 4. I think it's 4. Because you're not a human, right?
No, I'm gonna have, yeah, he'll do it.
It depends on your
I have 2 domain spells. Very lessons. Nice. I have way too many spells. I think, though.
Okay, I'm definitely missing something. Yours are on
Who's gonna get artwork?
listed.
It should be.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. I'm trying.
Yeah, I might too.
There's so much to be printed here. Just 2 minutes.
Yeah, your intelligence is 10, so you're like middle of the road.
I don't think I have enough money for anything.
That's good. What will 25 gold pieces get me?
Acid.
Anything you want to list on this chart.
A donkey or
Except
you?
for the- I'm gonna get you an hourglass.
Does anybody have a healer's kit?
Jeez.
I have magic hands.
Do not have-
It's 5 gold pieces, so I was asking because I would spend more money on it. I think I have.
There's a stuff.
I can get a couple donkeys.
You have burning hands, so I can cauterize your wound. It's got ray of frost, bring down some swelling.
That is not what you want to use.
Nah,
You cauterize the wound and
I stand very far
Create
away.
new ones.
Cauterize the.
Oh,
I disinfect the entire area.
The entire subject. His wound is no longer the pressing
I've
issue.
got, there's nothing.
Their
I can
skill
do.
is 5 gold.
Mhm.
I'm actually gonna purchase it to be able to,
Adventures here.
yeah.
I got a nerd assortment of things. Got a bunch of books. That would be my bag.
Where's the adventures? Engineering gear. Yes, no, there's like a whole kit you can buy.
Just kidding, no. It's
There's
dark.
The Explorer's Pack.
That's
Right, yeah,
10
there's
gold.
like Dungeoneers and all that.
Yeah, it's on this book. There's a little green, you can check it out.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Ooh,
Is the light on?
No, it's not.
This has just been a silent.
No, this has got a microphone
I
on it,
was like,
so
wow, shoot.
Oh,
nobody's watching, so it doesn't matter. But
on the topic of no one watching, what is your YouTube channel?
I linked to the Tabletop Journal's Facebook page. So cool.
Sorry, but I'm not gonna share it because I still kind of want it.
You kind of want your
Gonna
chocolate.
need
Yeah, I
employment.
need a
I got. Well, you get fired you can work here for a much lower pay grade.
No.
Much lower. Does anybody want to go to Houston next weekend for Broadside?
I'll be at work.
What would a bag of 1,000 ball bearings do?
A lot of things.
Go down the hall.
I mean, depending on you could make machinery function correctly.
See, that's my immediate thought. I'm like,
You could get a slingshot and use them as ammo. You
In a
could-
high-speed car chase, you can set them up behind you, so the other cars do nothing,
You just spin the wheels.
or nothing.
See, I don't know if
I feel like that doesn't work at all, like,
I don't think it would really affect the
Yeah.
cars. Maybe if you like put them all in like a thing and
Yes, screw this.
Screw this, I'm gonna play and watch it, so I'll be playing.
awesome.
Trying to-
Oh, you got the delay going.
I was trying to joke, but it did the thing. That is a D7. Oh, well, do you need another D7?
No, I only needed
Determining
it that
random fate.
one time. I needed it. You're too slow.
I got it out as soon as you rolled. Yeah. Should have had it before you needed it. That was me. The notification. Probably figure it out.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, we pretty much done doing equipment. Or still working.
I'm done with that. I'm looking for the money exchange right now. Cause I don't remember.
10 to 10 to 10 to 10, basically. Yeah. All right. So, setting off the next morning from the town, you're in for about a day's journey according to the map. If Questquion, if that is its real name, is where the map indicates. What is your marching order, just for kicks?
I'll be up front.
Okay.
I'm in the middle.
Okay.
I'll be second.
Okay. If you guys will just place dice in a row. Why? Why you gotta do that?
Because
I'm
I'm
somewhere in the middle.
Behind me.
I had to throw off the scale. That's fine. Let's use. Wait, D12. No, I'm gonna
Since I have the
roll.
lowest AC, protect me.
Like the D12 is picked most often.
Because nobody uses it.
I need it for my
Really?
great axe.
I should probably.
Just whip out a penny. Like, no, that's money.
Ah,
Percent of that. That should
Mm,
There are 32 bugbears.
I speak about. Wait. Oh, no,
you
I don't speak about
actually
dragons.
have no encounters other than with like small little wildlife that poses no threat to you.
Do we make wildlife friends?
Do you want to attempt to make wildlife?
Yes. Can I make friends with some wildlife?
You
What
can-
wildlife is there?
A dragonfly, let's say, and maybe a deer that runs off immediately.
Can I make friends with a
Birds.
dragonfly? Just have like dragonflies flying around?
Yeah, roll me a d20.
It's not gonna work.
Dragon-
Somehow they're gonna bite me. 6.
The dragonfly remains unimpressed by your overtures of friendship.
Damn it.
Or maybe it doesn't. It is just a dragonfly. But nice try.
Okay.
Give yourself -6 experience points. No, not really. All right. So, encountering it's a rather uneventful journey, other than the fact that it's heavily wooded and you have to push through some brush sometimes and stuff. But lo and behold, once you reach the spot marked Q on the map, you see a cave-like opening, somewhat obscured by vegetation, at the end of a treacherous pathway, which leads up to a craggy outcropping of black rock. By sweeping aside some of the vines and branches, the opening becomes easily accessible.
There's no iPhone.
There's no iPhone in here.
Why would you want one?
Who's gonna steal it? And then sell it very overpriced to some kids.
And these are the vines. There we go. What do you do?
I don't know, beefcake, what do we do?
I mean,
What do you see, beefcake? I cannot see over your beefiness.
I'm evil beef man.
Evil beef.
Evil beef. I investigate the cave. I guess.
Okay, so you pull aside the vines,
Yes.
and you see is it a dark corridor stretching off into the darkness. That's about as far as you can see. So,
That's true. I'm human. Does any elf want to kind of?
anybody have
dark
vision?
dark vision?
I have dark
I have
vision, so I
torches.
will take a peek.
All right, dark vision is 60 feet or 30 feet.
66.
Okay, you see
No, you're so dwarf. Dwarfs.
a stout wooden door at the end of a corridor.
See a stout wooden door at the end of the corridor.
Ha!
Is it a
Stout.
banded wooden door?
Is there iron around it?
No,
Cool. So we can break it down if need be.
So do we hear it?
no, just the wind. The annoying buzzing of a dragonfly that's following Allie around for some reason.
Yeah, friendship.
No, it hates
Nope.
You roll
Keeps
too
dive bombing you.
It's okay. I can't hear it over how ecstatic I am about having a dragonfly friend.
you. Dragonfly, mortal enemy.
Well, you know what? At least it's following me.
It is.
She's the only one with the phone.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm up front, so you guys are all following.
Technically.
I'm a nobleman, so I don't know.
Ah, yeah.
That's correct.
You're twins, so
Yeah.
I don't know
I'm the
what.
oldest.
I'm 2 minutes older,
Do it.
therefore I get the title. I
And that's why I'm evil.
hope you don't turn out evil and like kill me or anything.
Okay, so. How wide did you say the corridor was?
It's about 10 feet wide.
Okay, so we can probably fit 2 by 2.
Walk abreast.
You certainly can. You want to approach the door?
Sure.
Okay.
Check for traps.
Okay, make a wisdom check.
Ooh, +1 this time. 15 plus 116.
You don't find any traps, but you do notice that bits of wood have been chipped away from the edge, indicating the door has been previously forced.
Okay.
Make another wisdom check.
Should I use this? 16 plus
Okay.
17.
You also noticed, okay, so this is like a rocky wall. When you're out here, you also noticed a faint trail going off that way. Mostly overgrown. Sorry, should have done that earlier. Okay, so looks like the door at one time had been forced. Does anyone care to open?
Check and see if it's locked.
Yeah. I checked to see if it's locked, as it seems to not have any traps. Seems.
I know we said abreast, but now this is what's happening.
Yams go marching one by one. You suck.
Okay. So are you opening the door?
I'm checking to see if it's locked.
It is not locked. It swings open freely.
Okay.
Hey guys, it's open.
They see me open the door. Probably. Yeah, you got a torch.
Yes, cool. I have a torch there, by the way.
Everyone sees everything.
So now what?
Okay. You behold a hallway with what appear to be 3 alcoves in them. As such, from your vantage point, you can see that these alcoves are empty, and you can't really see if there's anything in those alcoves.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
So we can.
Continue forward cautiously, always checking for traps. 'cause
All right.
within reason.
Go ahead and make me a wisdom perception check.
13 plus 1, 14.
As you get here, you notice 2 large stone statues in these alcoves. These alcoves are empty. Depicting 6-foot-tall humans adorned in chainmail and wielding long swords. And that's what you see.
Are the long swords also stone?
Yes, the entire statues.
Can I steal the long swords?
Oh no, I was making sure they weren't my kind of statues that randomly come to life and kill people.
Oh, well, from your appearances, they appear to resemble these statues.
Okay.
So I'm going to go through
Okay,
there.
and you have dark vision.
Yes.
So you can actually see, well, actually, you can also see.
snake at your feet.
There's a door there.
Wooden door.
Let's see, it is a,
Should I actually investigate these statues?
Throw a rock at it.
Better vision, yeah. The torchbearer is like 50 feet behind us all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're all moving, yeah? I'm just manhandling.
Pretend that you're a statue.
oh, I'm sorry, that's not a door, that's two stone steps. And then the corridor continues into the darkness.
I have a silly question, like, do the steps go up or down?
They go up,
Oh,
so it's just 2 steps up.
Go.
You can see the branches off. So,
Can I perform an action?
yes,
Can I check for secret doors?
yes.
Ooh.
Which marching order are you? All right, so you're checking that alcove?
Yep.
Okay, you don't find any secret doors in that alcove.
Well, just wasted that nat 20. My heart.
But nice 20. There are definitely no secret doors there.
Number 4, a little.
As you cross in front of one of the statues.
Oh no.
You knew it was going to happen.
I guess.
Fire bolts.
Who dares enter this place and intrude on the sanctuary of its inhabitants? Says the statue on your left. A mouth appears on the shield it's holding and says this.
That's the trippiest thing. It couldn't have just been the statue.
No.
It was the shield.
It's a shield.
It's from the Titans.
I am Lothar. of the-
Only a group of foolhardy explorers doomed to certain death, says the other one. And then their shield mouths both burst into laughter. And they simultaneously say, "Woe to any who pass this place! The wrath of Zelagar and Rohan will be upon them." Ah, ha, 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 ha.
Cool story, bro.
And then their swords cross your path in front of you.
Looks like they don't want us to go by.
Can we converse more with these statues?
You may attempt to.
I attempt a conversation with the statues.
What would you like to say to the statue?
Send in the dragonfly.
Hey guys, you want to see my friend? It's a dragonfly. No. Oh, I have a lot of questions.
Are you guys anatomically correct?
Why can't we pass if only, if we're going to be met with death anyway?
Sure. You can ask.
They're
Like-
lawful good.
Just let us pass if we're going to die anyway. 16.
The statue remains silent.
Hey, statue, could you say anything else
Are you
besides
a
that
magic user?
predetermined? Yes.
Make a spellcraft check.
Ooh, okay.
Living wisdom.
21.
Yeah, they're living stone statues. They're not intelligent.
Okay.
So
They just have
they-
that pre-programmed.
It's like an answering machine, basically.
So we can just walk.
No, you can't.
You may attempt to.
How strong is their stone?
It's granite.
Anybody get
So
tangled?
not unbreakable.
Well, no stone. Nothing is unbreakable.
Yeah.
It just depends on which tool you're using.
I have a great axe.
All I got is a dagger.
Mm,
Swords are crossed upward or downward?
Upward.
So you can basically just sneak under the swords. Try to.
You may certainly attempt to.
don't do that. Don't do it. I mean,
You
I'd
rolled
love
a
to
natural
move
20
body.
on your spellcraft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come talk to me for a second.
Okay.
Right there.
So I want to break
Just for a
the
second.
arms of the statues that are holding the swords. What is that breaking stuff?
I'll try.
What do you got?
The Warhammer Firebolts.
Oh yeah, that'll do.
All right, so
Must be hiding something good back there.
There it is. Okay, so I'll take the left and you take the right.
Y'all
are you
should.
attacking them? Or what are you doing?
Trying to break their.
Trying to
arms.
break the arms?
Yeah,
So you are attacking them
So yes.
effectively.
Try to pass.
we're
Dwarf,
considering.
get out of there, dwarf.
We're definitely.
I moved to the back.
I'm
You're
gonna
like,
keep
I'm
the
gonna-
advice and
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So you want to talk to us, Miss Person that knows things?
I've been telling you not to attack it. Because
No,
he said living statues. So what does that mean?
They're an answering machine.
They're an answering machine, but what can these answering machines also be programmed to do?
Nothing except answer.
All right, go for it then. Go for it.
I am putting it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Not
So
attacking.
don't attack them instead of run away at the thought of them attacking.
No, they will
Or
attack.
rather than
So
being
look
attacked.
for other.
They will
secret
attack.
doors,
You have to look for secret doors. There's got to be a secret door somewhere in here.
Or there's that other path that was long since
Yes, there's that one as well.
grown.
Yeah, no, there's also that.
Okay.
Well, since you rolled a natural 20, you know that you may be able to. They can't move from where they're anchored.
Yeah,
So theoretically, you could probably try to leap past the cross
I
swords.
think I'd be the only one to make that.
Okay, it would definitely be a dexterity check.
Yeah.
My dexterity is crap. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're saying breaking off their arms with a sword?
It's crazy.
I mean, you could
You could totally try to do that. I mean,
go for it.
Because if they don't have an arm anymore,
they can't have the sword to swing at you.
Can't attack.
yeah.
Go for it, Beefcake.
We just walk
Yeah, you go
You're gonna
first.
just walk by?
by. No, then we just walk.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Beefcake, it's all you. Show them why they should make you ruler of your city,
Cakedom.
town, place, noun.
Mayor?
Yeah.
Ruler of the town?
A burger.
Burger.
Is this right?
Yes.
Time to wake up.
I hate that sound. That's my alarm to wake up in the morning.
Got the Google Home thing. It's actually not as offensive as most of the various cell phone alarms.
I need something very
Very
loud.
about check for the outposters.
He has a Gangnam style.
Sure. Wait, by looking at the ground, do I see any like remnants of like past people, like broken armor or perhaps bones?
Good observation, but no. The corridor appears undisturbed for quite some time. So
there's no like little.
there's no
worn
like
path.
dead guy at the base of the statues.
No, like no worn path into any of the other. Little
No, there's a thick layer of dust on the floor.
So no one's been here for a while.
Not through this corridor.
Alright, go.
Okay, let's all check.
I'm gonna say your 20 covers both of those alcoves.
Oh,
There
okay.
were they're secret doors in neither of them.
Neither.
So
So
like
the
both
second
sets of alcoves?
No, this front, but
Oh.
left and right of where
Okay.
he did his check.
So then I
Right,
will,
check that, those two.
I'll check that.
Okay, make a roll.
18.
Nope, you don't see anything.
On that
That-
one
would that
side
be
or
listed?
both?
On
Yeah.
one side.
On one side. Okay, I'll check the other side.
Okay.
10.
Nope, you don't find anything either. It's just a wall.
I have no luck.
Cool.
Okay.
Sneak around.
So
Is there a rock or anything around on the floor that I could pick up?
Not really. It's a corridor. It's well kept, if not, or it's well constructed, it just hasn't been used in a long
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Well kept corridor?
So
I take my
I'm gonna
blanket.
say about 10 minutes have passed while you guys are like poking around and stuff, and then the statue on the left once again says, "Who dares intrude this place or into this place and intrude upon the sanctity of its inhabitants?"
Are they still across?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then there's a pause, and the other one says, "Only a group of foolhardy explorers doomed to certain death." In unison, they say, "Woe to any who pass this place, the wrath of Zelagar and Rohan will be upon them." And then they laugh. This message will repeat in 10 minutes.
I throw a blanket past the cross swords.
Do you have a blanket to throw?
Yes.
Okay, make a dexterity roll, I suppose. It's not really a thrown weapon, so -2.
I'm good at throwing blankets in real life.
That's an odd skill to have.
I'm great. She can tell you.
Yeah. it's pretty
I don't disbelieve you. It's just weird.
20.
You
It's very-
sail that blanket like a frisbee. Both swords swipe and miss horribly. The blanket drapes itself lovingly
Lovingly?
on the stone steps beyond.
Okay.
Blanket.
Cool. So we can't.
I like how
cross
you guys
that.
are burning all your 20s on
But
things that don't
we're not
matter.
doing it on purpose.
I got more in here. Okay. Cool. Since there's nothing in here and that thing is gonna slice up my blanket, if I
No, it missed,
No, it
it
didn't.
missed the
It
blanket
missed
bad.
if I had another one, I won't roll another 20. Let's go check out that path outside.
Is it outside?
Yeah.
Maybe there's a
Sleep
way
in
around.
blankets?
Yeah, let me
Just one
jump
silver
past.
piece blanket.
We'll come back.
It was
for
my
it.
grandma's blanket. She made it for me.
We're gonna come back from the other side.
Okay.
Blankets.
Go back outside.
You're
No,
gonna.
no, eventually, like, once we're in here, we'll go back that way and then get my blanket.
Okay.
Cool. So,
You gonna-
overgrown path it is.
Is that the consensus? Back out the wilderness?
That's
How
How
do
do
other
the
option.
swords, how do the swords chop? Like how do they swing? Just
Like
if they're crossed,
swingingly?
do they just go down?
Yeah. Well, after they swung and missed, they just went back and crossed back to their original position. So imagine like here they are, and the blanket comes out, and they both like sort of flailed at it and just totally missed, and then went back up.
I'm curious, can we take the door and stick it between the swords in the hallway? So if they come down, we can hit the top of the door and just go down.
It's a good idea.
Like you want.
Thank you.
You want to go back to the door? Try to rip it off its hinges?
I'm strong.
Who's got tools? Anybody got tools?
I have a carpenter's tool.
I got a small knife.
He's got carpenter's tools.
Oh.
Would you care to communicate your plan to the guy that has like hammers and things?
Multiple people.
All right, make me. Let me see your character sheet for a second.
Yeah, just strength check. Gotta do strength.
So you can pick the lock on the door.
Steal the door.
So it's gonna be like
Let's
strength.
call that a survival. No, well, it'll be. It's just do a dexterity check, and you're gonna get a. So you're already +3 to your dex, and I'm gonna give you an additional +2 to try to like take the pins out of the hinges and take the door off its thing. So just make me a roll. It's a +5.
18.
Ting 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 ting. Ah, big old heavy door.
We're rolling way too well for the beginning of this.
Yeah, you guys are so dead when the
Yeah.
actual monster shows up.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the door. All right, burly man, what are you doing?
I guess we can.
So you're gonna turtle
Right up in there,
like the wait.
just in the middle of the, these statues. Do it lengthwise that way, so the swords will come down and catch the top, and you can just go in between.
So you're hoping that the swords get stuck in the door.
Or they can
Or-
keep hacking, but the door's taller than us if we punch down the wall,
Okay.
right?
Technically, that's not wrong.
He's like, let me flip to the.
This
end.
is how you're supposed to do it, and you're supposed to like make the
I'm so
GM,
used
the
to
DM
verbal.
try to be like, all right, is that gonna work or not?
See, at this point, we would have just shoved one of our like regular.
Well,
companions.
well,
And then-
granted,
Okay, so when you shove the door in, odds or evens.
I'm sorry, we
Odds or evens when you shove the door at the statues, like underneath the swords.
always use.
Always even.
always on.
I was
Odd.
just kidding.
They
opposite.
they ignore the door and it slides right beneath them, and then when you let go of it, it sort of leans on one of the swords.
So they don't shot.
So why they chop at the blanket, but not the door?
We're talking about living stone statues in a fantasy realm that I'm making up as we go along.
Who's got
Sounds like
high
you're being
dexterity?
dick.
Would the door still?
I gave him a
protect people
50-50 shot.
Yeah,
Punch
3.
when punched?
Okay, wait, say that
Would the
again.
door still protect people from blows if they tried to crouch down?
Well, they're not just doing this. When they try to jump at the blanket, you notice some lateral.
See, that changes. things.
So
Make a run for it.
theoretically, you would only be opening yourself up to an attack from one of the statues as opposed to both, because there's a door in the way of the other one.
I got masonry tools. Should I try to like dismantle these statues?
Probably
Good.
not.
No.
Yeah, we're down here too.
So
But I
that
say
path,
since we got better odds to go by, we tried to go by. That's what I suggest.
it's got high dexterity and feels like dying.
I do not.
Who's got a good
Not a
dex?
noble.
I mean,
How dare it.
I have good
Okay.
dexterity, but I'm not gonna jump in between. two
I mean,
swords.
you saw the rate of movement and that they were swinging at, and
Do they go all the way to the floor when they swing?
well, I mean, they have 360-degree range of motion. They probably
Oh.
could. They just can't move from their pedestals.
So they could literally just go like.
But you saw that you didn't think they were swinging that fast. What's your dexterity bonus?
3.
You'd give yourself about a 70% chance of being able to just sort of slip right through before
They
they
missed
got
a
you.
slow blanket.
They did miss a blanket also.
He's got a bobby weave.
I don't know, those are pretty great.
That was it. That was for as far as blanket throwing. That was a good blanket toss.
Totally good.
By whatever weird scale you would measure blanket tossing, that high marks.
It's similar to pizza tossing.
So you would give yourself a relatively good chance of being able to slip by and not get hit by one of the stone swords.
They're just blunt objects. Like
All those feels like a heal.
You got your back.
So
or just keep beating me. Like it's submission.
How far across do the swords go?
You would give them about a 6-foot circular reach,
And how wide is the corridor?
10 feet. So they've got an overlap of 2 feet, but there's a door in the way now, leaning on the.
Can I like sneak right past them?
You're welcome to try.
I'm gonna try
All right, who are you?
this one.
All right, get
I'm
approach.
gonna go
Make me
like,
a dexterity check.
go right next to it.
And what's your dex modifier?
2.
Okay, +2?
Yeah.
Okay, make a roll.
Oh no! I get to roll again.
Yeah.
Or,
Mine's right there.
it's like your guy. Like,
You suck.
19.
They swing and miss, or one of them swings and miss, and you're on the other side of the statues.
So the one that I snuck by didn't do anything?
No, he swung at you, but he missed.
Okay, cool.
He was
I
slow.
got your blanket.
It was
Cool.
a slow, clumsy swing.
I pick up the blanket and I wrap it around my shoulders.
You have a cape now.
Got a cape.
It gives you no additional bonuses.
Damn it.
So
I mean, maybe style bonuses.
Plus cape.
All the murder hobos are wearing.
Like, what do you see?
10 style.
Can I shout like, what do you see on the other side?
Your mom's chest hair. What do I see on the other side? It's a chest hair.
What's wrong with chest hair, Will? I have
he
like
doesn't like it.
3 of them.
Will
What?
has chest hair.
Just to say it out loud in front of the
Will, you've never been
That's
more
when he doesn't
attractive
like
in my
I
entire life.
know. He looks
To
like
me.
flesh.
That's not going to help your character.
So what is
But
being
thank you.
seen on the
Roll
other
to
side?
seduce the DM.
Yeah, go ahead.
It does not work.
Nat
Nat 20.
You get +3 on your next roll, regardless of what it
Done.
is.
Nice.
Yes. I
Sneak
have
attack.
successfully seduced the DM.
Of course, your difficulty check is going to be a 23. So, regardless of whatever it is,
All right,
baby's
I
got
the
checked.
one.
punishment for failure is instant death. Okay.
What's around this corridor?
The
that I'm not with?
corridor, now that you're on the other side, you can see that it does indeed stretch off, and then you can see doors. My green marker.
And she has dark
obviously
vision.
is
That's high elf.
bookmarks.
Yeah,
That's what's
60.
pink.
60-foot dark vision.
Okay, you see it.
I don't.
This is a door, and this is a door here.
Oh, you're getting fancy with different
And,
colors.
well, the green one's a bookmarker right now.
Oh.
And then the passageway continues on.
I see some doors and
Wow,
more
it's
hallway.
bright pink.
Can I
It
see if
continues
there's,
on, way on, actually.
is
So
there a
into the darkness.
switch or any, like, do I see anything that can help my traveling companions?
Make a perception check. No, you know that you rolled a 20 on your spellcraft. There's no like on-off switch for these things unless you like are the guy that made the spell in the first place.
Can I convince them that I'm the guy that made the spell in the
No,
first?
they're
Damn it.
basically an answering machine pokes at you.
Yeah, 5.
What were you rolling for?
I don't remember.
I think
To
he
see
told
if there's
you.
an on-off.
Yeah.
To see
Well,
if there was an on-off.
You already knew the answer, and you still know the answer, and it's still no.
All right, guys, just be really, really fast and you can make it over.
That's right. All right.
All right.
Is that
see,
All right,
it's
move
really
your
short.
mini up to the combat position there, in between them.
I believe in you, little halfling. You got a light foot.
What's your dexterity modifier? +3? Yeah, all right.
2.
Oh, they swing at you as you're passing by, and you're gonna take, what's your armor class?
Will that,
AC?
will that door still stop one of them?
14.
Oh, really? Ha! No damage.
Oh, nice.
Bounced off your armor and you're on the other side.
Nice. Yeah, I give a high five to the dwarf. Way to go,
I mean,
Boris. I can remember your name now since you're not dead.
Survive your trial by combat.
if I could do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna run through.
Shark face.
With my +3 to my roll, right? 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
sexy.
no, because you seduced me.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
8.
Okay, the statue swings at you, and what's your armor class?
17.
Misses you,
Yeah.
so you're through.
Swing, swing, swing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sexy.
I'm keeping your.
Who's the next? All right,
This one.
-1.
next.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Me too. Looks like there's gonna be a new ruler.
Okay, that's not fair. I hit this.
Oh,
No.
what's your armor class?
17.
Misses completely.
Whoop.
All right. Let's step up to the.
Oh my gosh.
What did it
Plus
do?
3.
What's your armor class?
14.
Misses.
Yay!
Those living statues are not rolling well today.
It's because they're rusty.
We'll wait to see.
2.
2?
Yeah,
What's your armor
18.
class? 18. Yes, they hit you. Woo.
Wait, no, her armor class is 18.
Yeah, they're +4.
Aw.
How many hit points do you have?
Wait, would they be +4 only because we're not expecting them to hit?
No, there's just +4.
Oh, okay.
Take 5 points of damage, and you're through. Unless you wish to sit there and engage in combat for some indiscernible reason.
Like,
Like, no, I'm through.
no.
So it took a nice chunk out of your calf while you were walking through.
I cure myself.
You certainly can. Who's next?
I am.
Last one.
All right. Last time's the
Save the best
charm.
for that.
Oh,
17.
you foxtrot past them.
And I got a -1 right there.
Quickly dry hump one of them and then continue on your way. To show dominance, of course.
I'm gonna,
All right. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I
Sorry,
made
you're
a
actually-
mapping error.
I'm actually dead, yeah. I died.
Also, I'll just there's a corridor here and a corridor here.
So there's the other couple of them.
Like so. That one's the one.
Oh, so what's on these those other sides?
Oh, it just
Get off the left. Go sit on the phone.
Oh, good. So it's a maze.
Labyrinth.
All right, you guys got through the first thing, the first major test. You passed the answer machine. So we're gonna take a 2-minute break. Anybody needs to use the restroom,
Yes.
you can go after me. You know what, ladies first.
Yeah! That way.
And Audrey, you're playing a cleric?
Yeah.
You're welcome to use your heal spell on yourself if you
I
want
would
to.
love to.
All right, so
Then
just
what do I do?
it's cure light wounds, right?
Cure wound, yeah.
Oh, cute.
D6 damage is restored. Or you can actually look. I think it's
D6 or
D,
D8?
it's either D6 or D8.
It's
The
a
player's
D8,
handbook.
it's a D8 plus the whatever her
Spell modifier is.
spell modifier.
All right, so roll D8.
Oh, what the hell?
Position heal myself. Maybe not.
Gets infected.
Right.
Wait, spell modifier, is that wisdom?
Yes.
Okay, so 5.
So
And you
fine.
just took 5 damage.
Well, and it's 7.
You can't heal yourself past your maximum.
Yeah,
hit.
so I'm fine.
Okay, back to normal. Now you'll have to, and clerics can convert any
Give me
spell
a-
into a heal spell. So if you have other spells prepped, you can convert them into your cure wound spell. So, because they're clerics, so the main job is healing. So like any spell you have prepped can also be, if you've already used your cure wound spell, which you just did, you can use your
How
other
long
prep
is it?
spells.
Is it a day?
Yeah, day. Sleep.
Yeah.
Question.
I would like to take that.
For your library of games, for anyone to play, that doesn't exist yet, right?
Not yet.
It's another down.
Oh my god, I rolled a 1 twice.
Could you order a secret gift card?
I want a secret.
Exactly, I was about to order it, it's like
Yes.
$35.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I don't feel like,
I'm gonna roll this one.
yeah, that just ended up on the 20.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, which one should I use? Give me one.
No, that's,
This one
Does
freaking
this even have
sucks.
the ability
No,
of
yeah,
dark
you
vision?
saw
Are you pretty much like,
yeah, I'm using this one.
yeah, you should be looking down anywhere?
Yeah, but it's kind of just in black and white. So if there's something important, like something written on the wall that we need to read, we need a torch to be able to read that.
So it's kind of like dog vision.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now let's take the statues.
Now let's take the statues.
They won't
Nah.
attack us if we walk the other way, right?
Apologize for not being very tall.
Okay, here's my dress.
Just gotta-
All right.
Just gotta not watch my hands.
Okay, so you see the doors on either side. You see the passageways extending. Oh wait, Jefferson Restaurant. Oh wait.
Also, Joe's not here.
Oh, Joe's not here either.
How could you forget Joe?
I'm not used to him being in the role.
A halfling buddy. What?
How the heck do you, like, with the spell slot and the prepared spells, like, what the heck? Where do you, like, choose around?
So you
You
get,
have, it tells you right here what you have for right now.
and in the morning, clerics can prep any spell from their spell list that they have access to. You just have a certain number of spells you can prep a day. So,
Like prep.
Like you
like
can
when
have
you wake up
prepared.
in the morning and you do your little clerical meditation to whatever god you worship, you're like, today I want these spells, dear Jesus.
Oh.
And
And then Jesus bequeaths those spells unto you.
And those are for the day.
Yes.
And the spell slots, what the heck, it says 2 for spell slots. Yeah.
2 spell slots means you can cast 2 spells, so you can prep like 4, but you can choose 2 to actually cast. Just so you know, I have 2 prepped healing spells.
Oh,
Nice.
well,
I don't have any healing spells.
I made sure I got the broken healing spell ready. Healing word.
Nice. What is it?
Basically, as soon as if you drop, I can cast it at 60 feet away.
Yeah, no, but what's your healing word? Have you picked one yet?
Safe word is Oklahoma.
Probably a rice, chicken, a rice.
A rice chicken. Chicken. That's a good one. And it's even perfect for when they're lying on the ground. Or his name is gonna be Chicken. Aaron had one. I can't remember what it was though.
Oh, healing word? I normally pick the person with the highest armor class. I don't normally need.
I don't need you.
Yeah, good armor, you probably never heard of it.
okay, so you got 2 doors, you got multiple passageways.
Okay, gang, let's split up.
Please God, no.
No.
The golden rule for everything. Let's split the party.
Split the party in this complicated dungeon.
It worked with Scooby in the game.
So should we just continue straight and see like how deep this goes?
We could.
Or just go off on either side?
Shoot, right. Right is mine.
Right is Mike. I'm cool with whatever. Sure, right sounds good.
I'm curious about these doors up here.
Yeah.
What are they made out of?
Wood.
Wood.
Are they?
Or are
Locked.
they unlocked? Also, I check for traps.
Awesome.
No, I'm still back there. I'm just
Okay.
thinking about the doors. Because someone mentioned the doors.
Then speak up.
Cool.
Yeah, someone mentioned the door.
I'm
Checking for
the
traps
doors.
there?
Traps, yeah.
Okay, make perception roll.
Cool.
Or wisdom roll, sorry, excuse me.
Wisdom plus perception?
No, just
4.
looks good to you. It's a
Yeah.
door, definitely a door.
Guys, this door is great. We should open it.
Do you open the door?
One at a time or both?
Just reach over and open them both at the same time.
Well, it's a 10-foot hole, right?
Just reach over at the
So I'm
same
like,
time.
I'm just like waving my arms like, I can't open them, guys.
Or have to do one door, you let out.
I open the one on the left.
That one?
No.
Okay.
This is not rolling dice. I feel like I'm okay.
I guess it's
No,
pretty
no,
marker.
I'm drawing the monster that's about to.
Some more statues.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
You see a bunch of dead bodies laying in a kitchen, a long, narrow kitchen.
Cool.
Let me
thought those
describe,
were
I'll
gonna be-
describe to you the kitchen, and then I'll describe to you the dead bodies.
Okay.
So, although but 10 feet wide, this chamber stretches for 70 feet. Long tables line each wall, and there are scattered containers on top of them, some upturned with spilled contents moldering on the tabletop. At the southwest corner of the room are 2 large cooking pots, each large enough to cook animals as large as a deer. Hanging from above are a variety of utensils and cooking implements, and some other of these are scattered on the floor about the room. Then you see 5 dead bodies.
That must have been a struggle.
They're quite dead.
Can I make stuff?
Oh my.
Can we make flails? Bone
No,
flail.
there are no ligaments left to use.
That rope.
The stench of decaying bodies is strong and repulsive, and the sight doubly so. So they've been dead for quite some time. But not like years, but months.
Okay.
So it's not bone dead, but
It's,
just like
they're not skeletons or mummies. They're just very
rotting
decayed
Gotcha.
guys.
Cool.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get some tomorrow on the way in.
Does the smell just like permeate throughout the
Yes, the
whole-
kitchen is masked
vomit
with the
before.
stench of death.
So it's safe to say that no one else would want to go down into the kitchen with me to see what's to the right.
Well, I mean,
I'll go with you.
Hey.
okay. Passing the bodies.
Yes.
Somebody cap that little corner off and put a door on it. There's a door there.
Yeah, wooden door.
Yes.
What a wood doors.
It's a common door material.
Again, I guess, check for traps.
Well, I'll join them because I have a dagger.
Okay.
You need to get food soon.
Do you open the door?
I'm checking for traps.
All right. What'd you roll?
Rolled an 18.
Looks good.
Always looks good.
With beefcake.
Beefcake. My intelligence is 11. I quickly open the door.
Okay. Throwing open the door. All right, Blake. You have a great night, man. I'll see you later.
Turn it to daylight.
That's what you see.
Went through the kitchen to find a different room. Could have been open without passing. So
No, I guess, yeah, the two doors that are closed wouldn't have leaked the stench.
There we go.
Anything in this room?
That's a big empty room.
It upsets me that that wall's at an angle.
Oh, you're gonna hate that in the next part.
I go and check the other door.
Okay. Roll a perception check or wisdom check.
2.
Traps all. No, it's not a critical failure, but it looks okay to you.
Seems great.
Temporary blindness.
Not damn.
DCC, they have fumbles. So if you do roll a 1, like something horrendous happens to you. Like I tried to throw a bucket at some people and I ended up killing myself with a shard from the bucket.
It was a poop bucket.
It was
Oh my God.
Okay, so judging by the architecture, it's safe to say that we can end up in wherever this goes by going down this hallway, unless whoever designed it is a monster.
I go down.
So
this
who's
hall,
crossed
right?
by the bodies? Everybody who's crossed by the bodies make just a perception check.
Poisonous gas.
Smoke bomb!
18.
18. Okay,
18 and perception +3.
so 19. And you rolled a 9. Okay. Well, you weren't really. I mean, they are dead. So as a noble, these are no longer potential taxpayers, and you ignore them. You guys, however, do a cursory examination and notice that the body number. I'm just going to go in order from the door this way. Body number 1 is a human fighter, slumped against a wall. His broken sword, sheared off 8 inches above the pommel, tells the story of his demise. He looks like he's been stripped of any armor, and there is a belt pouch around his waist. The second one is a human impaled against a wall. The killing sword, still thrust through the body, is lodged into the wall, which is a large section of wood at this point. The third body is a dwarf fighter laying face down just east of, it appears he crawled wounded to this point since a trail of dried blood leads back to where the door is. A sack turned inside out lies alongside the body, now empty. Armor has been stripped from the body, although the fighter's helmet is still on his head. However, has a noticeable dent and thus is worthless. And the fourth one is a human sprawled on the floor with a broken wooden shield nearby. The body has no armor on it. There is no weapon on the body or nearby, nor are there any other items of value. And the last one is a human barbarian with a bashed head from the blow of what appeared to have been a warhammer, lying on the floor face down. No armor or weapon except for a small sheath dagger on the belt. The belt is very ornately decorated leather, which would appear to be valuable, except for the bloodstains ruining it.
So they had like
Colonel Mustard. In the
they had
kitchen.
orc slaves, right?
Well, that's the rumor you heard.
Can I loot the bodies?
You didn't notice any of that because you're not in there.
I go in there and start looting bodies.
Okay, well that first one in the belt pouch has 5 gold pieces.
Yes, I have 10 gold pieces. Woo!
You're intentionally murder hosing fucking
I
medicated
need-
bullshit.
Gold. Gold.
Do you
I'm not going to gag because I wrapped my cape around my nose.
You mean my blanket?
My
the
cape.
the human impaled against the wall? Do you remove the sword?
No, I'm gonna leave that there
Okay.
because it looks nice. I mean, there's
Really
a good
ties the
thrust.
room together.
Ties the room together. Keeps
But-
that man from getting his
But
bones and stuff.
do you like search the? Okay. Well, you find inside his robes, you find a pocket containing 2 gold pieces and a pouch full of moldy garlic buds. Make
I
a
take, okay.
spellcraft check.
I think I can make something with moldy garlic. 15,
Yeah, he was probably a wizard
brother. I'm sorry, brother.
because this is spell components of some sort.
Yeah.
Or he just really likes garlic. and
Garlic
ate-
is delicious.
yeah, just-
Well, since the consensus that we're heading in this direction, I'm also gonna follow.
I would go that way because I'm taking everything.
You can go ahead and take everything.
Okay.
Still that sword.
Are you guys in the
Yes, we should be in the kitchen.
Oh, and the barbarian had a small dagger on his belt. The body number 5 while you're looting. You can make it that too.
No, I'm coming through first.
I said, you got a dagger.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I have a dagger. It's too much to carry.
Okay, so
Dagger does 1d4, right?
I would just say a little prayer as I go by. May
Nice,
rest in
nice
peace,
touch.
may rest in peace.
Ah, cleric.
Who's this?
Me.
Maybe you wanna follow?
Yes.
okay. So who's the green
Any,
D12?
mod?
Is that Mark?
Yes.
Mark, make yourself a perception roll as you're right there.
10 total.
Okay. And then who's the red D8?
That'd be
Make yourself a
Yes,
perception.
that's
So-
mine.
16. You notice something
See,
might
I had
be
any modifications
something a little
against it.
strange about this wall on that side right there.
Okay. Hey guys, this wall's weird.
Okay, make another perception roll. Or you can do a search, trapped secret doors roll.
That would just be wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Can I just do perception like you do? 3.
Okay, but you are unsuccessful in determining what exactly you think is off about that wall.
It's not a wall.
Can I go?
Hey,
and try
guys,
to
it's
determine it?
Sure.
Okay.
You see Meat Puppet over there fumbling, or Beefcake, whatever he is, fumbling around like
Touching bricks.
Oh my god.
awesome. You
So you
see,
want to touch this wall with me? You know it?
Lightly.
Let me try it.
Search the wall. 3.
Damn it.
No luck.
Anyone else?
Have I looted all the bodies?
oh, somebody can complete that square right there. The court, yeah, the corridor extends up that way. That's all. That's all. Stop. Don't be
You
mad.
don't know what's right here?
Don't be drawn on the map unprompted.
You're not the master.
All right.
Nope, I'm not.
Okay, so are you guys still in the kitchen room?
Have I looted all the bodies?
You've looted all the bodies of any loot that
Are
they
there
had.
any sharp bones?
Well, there are. How many bones in human skull? There's a lot of bones
206 bones.
times 5, assuming that like the dwarf.
Should
has
I
the same
steal some
amount of
bones out of Dan?
1,030 bones.
I don't want to clean bones. Never mind.
If you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to
Oh, I'm
either
sorry.
do it in the view of everyone, at which case they may question you,
It's okay. I don't have a whole lot of these.
or do it stealthily, and we'll have to roll a stealth check for removing femurs.
She has 8 charisma.
I have 8 - 1.
Okay, so
I'm not good with people. Let's see.
So I've just into
I have
the
little
room, kind of,
experience
so
with
I'm kind
people
of
on
an
a
expert.
natural
So let's what's going on? I guess
okay.
I didn't get to see the whole.
So you see
This wall's really weird.
3 people sort of fumbling around on a wall, obviously searching it and finding nothing. Would you care to join them?
Sure, I would care to join.
Okay.
Check again.
I'm gonna go down this way.
17 plus 3.
And it's wisdom.
Nope.
Move on.
Anybody not checked the wall yet?
I haven't.
Would you like to? Okay. Would you guys like to check the wall since it seems to be the thing that's happening?
I see everyone else checking the wall, and I
Those
just
are
yeah.
the
I just
Oh,
think
so
they're
I
all-
don't
the
hear
other,
them.
the other.
Nope.
That's one.
It's just like-
All right. You found a secret door.
Secret door.
Finally.
What did-
Jeez.
What did you
Thank
find?
Is it more dead bodies? So I call dibs.
Opening that door. That's supposed to
Oh,
be a
that's
little.
the door.
That's the
opening.
door. It's,
Okay, well,
yeah. That's where he found it. Okay, so the secret door swings open, and The chamber appeared to be designed for various purposes related to the study and practice of magic. There are several large wooden tables within the room, one of which is overturned on the side, as well as one central table made of stone. The top of this prominent table is a slab of smooth black slate, although its cold black beauty is hidden by a thick layer of dust. None of the tables have anything upon them. There are several chairs and stools scattered about the room. Centered on the north wall is a door. If somebody would put a door in the middle of that dividing room.
Yeah, crappy stories.
That's a good door. Flanked by numerous cabinets mounted on the wall about 4 feet high. A short, somewhat portly figure in green robes balances on a wooden chair while rummaging through several opened cabinets along the north wall. It is a gnome. It is on the left side of the door.
So, oh, this side? This side.
Left side.
This
He,
side.
yeah, that side.
I don't know which side is
That's
left.
that's
Yeah,
the
the-
side.
That one.
Yes. So somebody just put a here. This can be the gnome.
No,
Okay, I've got minis for all these, but I don't feel like getting them. Because I'm nervous. Cool. How are you? He steps off the chair he was on, clutching a jar of white powder.
cocaine.
So when
You were the
went
one
in
that
room
entered first.
right?
I wasn't gonna enter, I was gonna open.
I go in first.
You're the wizard.
Hello. We're just coming poking around. How's it going?
Right now, and he throws the
Oh, shoot.
jar of white powder at you. Make a dexterity
I
saving
catch
throw.
it.
Oh. 14.
Oh,
plus
you
2, 16.
successfully dodged the cloud of what turns out to be some talcum powder or something like that. Minor spell component. As the gnome dives under the big stone table and casts blur. Can I see? You know, let me see if I can pull up the SRD on here. I'm not interrupt the live stream. It's still going with one watcher.
Hi, Watcher. Wait, who's the Watcher? Is it you, Jared?
No.
My friend.
Oh, thank you, friend.
Okay, make a spellcraft check. The gnome appears.
14.
Yeah, he obviously cast blur on himself. He appears to be like all blurry,
Mhm.
which is a spell that makes him harder to
Blurry?
hit. Yeah, he's harder to hit. Roll initiative, Alex. Stupid gnomes.
14.
Yeah, you were going first. He dove under the table. It's your attack. Should you choose to attack, you don't have to attack him. You can.
I'm not going to attack him because we kind of just burst into his home. I'm going to try and not to murder hobo this.
Okay.
Since I just,
When did you start not wanting to murder hobo?
since I saw this terrified little gnome man who tried to throw talcum powder at me, okay? I am chaotic good. I
Yeah,
can have my moments.
yeah, those dead bodies really like, let's make some soup.
You're the one that said that.
I do want to make some delicious, it's not soup, it's stock, but whatever. I don't have onions or celery or carrots, so.
I take off my cape to look less intimidating, even though, you know, it takes off style points.
That's your action?
No,
You should keep the cape on.
That's an
You look-
action.
no, you're in action.
Your
I-
mom's in action.
Yeah, she is.
She is
She's
in
smoking.
action.
I try and calmly speak to the gnome.
What do you say?
I don't want to fight. I'm not here to hurt you.
Who are you?
I'm Isolde.
Why are you here?
Pretty much for shits and gigs.
No, this is all mine.
That's fine.
Yeah, he attacks you.
Okay, cool.
He mumbles something in gnomish.
Oh, no? No, I don't.
Common draconic.
No.
And here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Make a constitution save.
17.
Oh, okay. So You're gonna take half damage.
Whoop, whoop.
We cast Ray of Sickness on you. Take 3 hit points of damage, and since you radically succeeded, you're not going to be poisoned.
Whoop, whoop.
And it's your attack. Should you choose to attack?
I say fuck it and cast Burning Hands.
Burning Hand! My favorite spell.
Yeah, it's great. Burning Hands.
Yeah, okay.
Burning
You're gonna
Hands.
kill him?
Yes.
She's probably gonna kill
I
him
tried
right
to
now.
be nice.
Bro, use
Yeah,
something
you
else,
really
like
tried. You tried hard.
stomp your feet.
Nah, fuck him. Burning Hands. 19. Wait, what is? Do I get any? What would it be? Do I get any modifiers? to that? I don't think so.
Not just damage. So,
Oh, that's
and you don't really have to roll for it, it just happens.
Oh, okay, cool.
He has to make a dexterity check.
Cool. Burning Hands.
He passes his dexterity check, may, roll 3d6, and he's gonna take half damage.
That is 9, 10, 11.
So he takes 6 damage. And then that's his
Dead
action.
yet?
No, not yet. He's dead-ish, but not quite dead.
Do we hear this going on?
Yeah, but this is like seconds.
Y'all are just
of
like,
passing.
I got
y'all are just out here.
Years of like shouting and then fire, basically. You hear the fire.
I know.
Okay, and then he's gonna cast Melf's acid arrow at you.
What would it get relaxed?
What's your AC?
12.
Oh, he misses with Melf's acid arrow. Okay, and it's your attack.
Let's go with
Just
Wizard duel. After this action, I'm gonna have the rest of the party roll initiative. Because
what is prestidigitation?
it's like
I mean, I know what it.
little mending spells. and
Okay, so I
things.
can't do that to myself then. I'm going to cast sleep. And
Okay.
Go to sleep.
Cast it.
Cast sleep. Just go to sleep. Let me just raid your sleeping body. That sounds really bad. Don't. This is an imaginary character who tried to kill me. So instead of killing him, I'm just going to put him to sleep and then steal his cool stuff,
just take your shit.
which is better. I feel like. So at least he still gets to live, right?
Exactly.
I mean, maybe. I kind of made him half dead.
Sleep not work on Rothgar. Sleep not work on Rothgar, the gnome says.
As he's sleeping.
And then
Wait, what was the guy's name that owns this place? I don't remember. the name.
Zeligar and Rohan. He reaches within his clothing and pulls out what appears to be a wand.
Ah, go fuck yourself, Roseman. Oh, Rosegar.
Oh lordy. Okay, this could be bad.
It's a seal shape.
C-O-B-O. Right. It's not that, doesn't matter.
Oh man.
Oh,
They
man.
sound good.
God damn it, Will.
Said swiper this.
Y'all are about to be
Which
out the
explodes
wizard.
in his hand, killing him.
Oh, good.
Nice.
I thought I was about to die.
No. Make a spellcraft check.
16.
Yeah, it was a wand of wonder, but it must have been damaged, and he didn't know how to use it.
Oh, shoot.
And there was literally a 10% chance each time he used it, it would explode killing him and anybody else like adjacent to him. But since you guys are about, 10 feet apart or so, shooting spells at each other,
Yeah.
like it's like a burst of magical energy just envelops him. He screams and falls dead. And the wand he was holding is now in 2 pieces and useless.
Cool.
Do you speak Draconic by any chance?
I do.
Okay, it says the wand says in 2 parts, one half on one half on the other guy. Satunainen, which is basically Draconic for activate. That was the keyword that used wand. But anyway,
Cool.
little Hrothgar, is now very deceased.
Get dick. Trying to be nice. Can I rummage through his body? Through his
Certainly.
clothes? I rummage.
Okay.
Y'all, it's safe. You can come in now. It's all good.
I'm just murder hobo.
You find on him a light crossbow,
Way on the other side of the-
some alchemist fire, and a short sword.
Is there any Greek fire?
Light crossbow.
That's basically alchemist fire, same thing.
Oh. The more of that you have, the worse the fire gets.
I got. Does anybody want a short sword? Because I've already got one. I took it off this guy. Anybody want it?
And yeah, you're right.
You might actually use that instead of great sword. Whatever.
I still don't want to downgrade from a great sword to a short sword.
You have a higher chance to hit. but less
Dual
damage.
I killed a dragon with a short sword.
Dual wield. Dual wield.
I'm just gonna
You
leave
got
the
the
short
dexterity,
sword.
the penalties won't matter.
I don't take it.
What does the short sword look like? Is it elegant or just a
A
normal?
gladius.
It's a normal sword. It's not masterwork or anything like that. It's, yeah.
Uses it
It's a
as
little
a
short.
knife.
I pick up the short sword, contemplating whether or not to shove it into this guy's head, but then I just let it clatter onto the ground. Can I go over and look at what he was rummaging through?
Sure, there's a lot of cabinets containing various chemical compounds and supplies for various spell components. The
Anything with
first one
dynamite?
that you look in contains hardened tree sap, apparently, in jars, which is useless because it's hardened and jar.
Throw it in the microwave.
Yeah.
Already can. No more tree sap.
You
And it's burnt.
I have taken
find
flame.
3 jars of vinegar, apparently. These various spell components.
This guy sucked. Okay, I'm done. I'm done murder homework. I go to that other door and try and open it.
Okay.
You die.
Complete. Okay, the square's already completed. Scattered about this 50 by 30-foot chamber are several large wooden tables and a single heavy stone table. Dominating the room is a large human skeleton suspended from the ceiling in the northeast corner. A sunken fire pit, blackened and cold, is noticeable at the center as the centerpiece of the room. There are, on top of each table is a single smoked glass bottle with a cork in it.
I go and inspect the smoke. I don't touch them. Use my eyes, not my hands.
Look at.
They are smoked glass jars with corks in them.
Is there anything in them?
It's smoked glass. You can't see what's in it.
Not even with my elf eyes?
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave them alone. I'm not gonna mess around with like human remains that were purposefully put in some place. I leave this room. I'm done.
Okay. There's another drawer there. Is everybody else just kind of following Allie around?
Apparently, yeah.
I'm still in that.
You can see a door on the north side.
Which is this way?
Yeah, right actually where you put the pen. On this side, you can see a door opening out.
Okay, I go to that door
Okay.
and I open it. Why am I the one making up the decision?
You're the leader now.
I mean, I'm still in that main room ignoring you because you're killing.
There was some, is anybody else in the,
He attacked me.
the room that Allie is in right now?
That one, yeah.
He's old
Okay.
man.
There's underneath one of the tables, there's a bunch of wooden logs sort of stacked up, firewood length. On the south wall is a stretched leather skin with strange writing all over it. Fire pit is only about 2 feet deep. It appears slightly less due to several inches of ash in the bottom of it. An iron bracing and bar across a 4-foot wide opening suspends a cast iron pot, which is empty except for a harmless brown residue sticking to its interior sides. Off in the southwest corner, 2 vats, approximately 100-gallon capacity each. Both of them are empty. A third vat nearby, half size of its neighbors, is half filled with murky, muddy water. A stone block used as a table or stand is next to the vats and situated along the west wall. It has 6 earthen containers on it. And then a wooden coffin rests upright in the northwest corner and is rotting in place, but quite plain and utilitarian. Anybody wish to do anything with the items in the room?
Nope. Anything in the containers?
Yeah, you can look in the containers. They contain fungus powder, metal filings, and oil.
I feel like they were making poison in here.
Okay, you want to look in the coffin? All right, the coffin opens quite easily. Roll initiative.
Way to go. You did it. Good job.
This is 20.
Yep.
Yeah.
18 plus what? Okay, never mind. 18 minus 1, so 17.
3 giant centipedes were munching on the
Damn
90% decayed skeleton in the coffin, and they are now engaged in combat with all of you that are in the room. So everybody in the room roll initiative. They
So
rolled
who's
a
in the
3
who's
for
in
their
the room?
initiative. So
You just those
I screeched like a little girl.
okay,
That's like outside.
I turned around and yelled, God damn it! You were just supposed to follow me!
just keep moving. Don't touch anything.
Wait, what's attack?
Hands behind your back.
Centipedes because he had to open up a coffin.
You have to open up coffins. You have to
No.
open them. Let's take a 5-minute real quick before we start this comment. Because your DM needs a nicotine injection.
I'll make sure you know. Okay.
No, you're going to die.
Oh,
I'm
giant
gonna press
centipedes are
party and then
easy.
run.
Giant centipedes are not super high challenge
Just
rating.
throw the torch.
There are literally 7 of them. There's only 3 of them.
No, there's only 2 of us in that room.
Don't worry, I'm gonna run into the room.
Did you just say I'm not running into the
No,
room?
I'm gonna run into the room.
Oh, you're so nice.
I would.
It's my alignment.
Wait, what's your alignment?
Neutral good.
Okay, yeah. Thanks. I didn't make change to that.
He allowed to get away no. Venice Yeah, that's a cool. Let's look. It's apple.
Okay. Is this your first role-playing game ever? You having a good time?
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody's watching you guys right now.
Sad face.
Who's in the room? You are?
This her,
And her? You, her.
Alex.
Okay.
and then he's in the other room.
I didn't scream loudly like a girl.
Okay. You totally have initiative. These centipedes are moving kind of slow. They must be full of rotting flesh. Let's go ahead and start the combat because you're the only one there, and Allie can join in when she comes back in here.
And I guess I'm going to attack one.
All right. Make your attack roll.
22.
Yeah, you hit it. Deal your damage. 5. Smashing it flat. The second centipede is going to attack you. What is your armor class?
17.
Natural 20. Confirming. No. Okay. So he does 1d4 damage to you, doing 3 plus 2, 5 damage. And then the other centipede is also going to attack you. Another natural 20. Confirming. 2, no. He does 6 damage. So 11 hit points. Oh, you've been dastardly centipedes.
I run
Got
in the
you.
room.
You run into the room? Okay.
I want to heal this guy, man.
Oh, what was Allie's initiative? Okay. All right. What was your initiative?
Oh, I didn't roll initiative.
I should do that.
Which one is it? 20, 30.
Okay, you're acting with the centipedes. 9,
8.
8. Oh, you minus 1?
Yep.
6 or
9.
9.
Okay. And then, so you can go, then you can go. And then you can go. So what do? You want to run in there?
I run in there with my dagger.
Okay. Go stab at a centipede.
Yep.
Make your attack roll.
Order pizza.
5.
You missed.
Rip off that
Ah.
piece.
All right. You're up.
You want
I can't eat bread.
friends in there?
I'll pick up.
People are coming to our rescue.
Roll initiative, Ellie.
You'll want the
He killed 1 centipede.
Yay.
Nah, well,
And I'm gonna
22.
Okay. Well, you
attack you with my hand axe.
okay. You definitely
22.
hit. Deal your damage.
Or no, it's a D6.
And you have the attack. Okay, you killed it. Audra, it's your turn.
1 left.
D20 for your attack.
Excuse me.
I know, I was like.
Oh, you're gonna heal him? Okay, we're gonna do your healing spell on him.
Okay. The spell casting modifier, is that medicine? Is it gonna be healing?
No, you just heal. It's a spell.
It's
So
automatic.
it's automatic. You just roll your healing.
1d8.
Well, it says 1d4 plus your spell casting ability modifier.
Okay, so what's your modifier?
Get your wisdom one.
Wisdom? Oh, plus 5. So 6.
All right, so Mark, you've got 6 hit points returned to you. Okay, top of the round, that will be Allie. There's 1 centipede left.
I attack with my short sword.
Okay, swing.
5.
Missing. Mark? You gonna attack it? Okay,
It's an 11.
all right. Total 11?
Yep, total 11.
You missed. Who is 9? You were 9, right? Jared, are you in this combat?
No,
Or are you hanging
No,
back?
he's over there.
Okay.
I don't even hear these guys clacking around.
Missing 8.
Wait, you rolled a d12. Or
Oh, yeah, that's the wrong dice. Roll it. There you go. Still missing. 12, what's your attack modifier?
16.
Okay, you hit him. Damage. Splat in the other one. It's just splat. Okay, that was area 1.
To attack, I use this one, and to see the damage, I use this.
Cheers.
And the attack bonus is that only if I hit,
That is 2 hit. We had it.
so add 4.
And other than that, there's nothing else in the casket except for a very, very rotten remnants of a human with no loot.
So they did.
So they're dead.
Thanks for adding that for me.
Okay. You guys want to do anything else in this room?
I want to leave this room
Okay.
like I wanted to at the beginning.
Should we
I go to the door.
Right, go to the-
I'll go for
All right, you go first.
Okay.
I don't want to be leader anymore.
I will open the door.
Are these still dark hallways?
Yes.
don't worry.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You saw all
But
the
it only
things you were
goes-
fighting against.
And I'm just gonna shout into the room. There's corridors that, you know,
More choices.
That one extending off that way, you can put a door at the end of.
I go up there. Which one? This one?
Yes.
So you say that, so you shout that out?
yeah, I shout that out.
Alright, so I just follow that voice.
What about here?
I know, like this area.
You have to go all the way back out.
So it's
So
dead end.
that's, so this is a dead end, right? there?
Oh, sorry.
Ah,
Cool.
you're right.
It's all you, man.
Actually, these
He's like, so I'm not even gonna try and take that lead.
Let's go down that way.
We're gonna go this way.
We might find something that'll help us along the way.
And I'm gonna look down the corridor.
Okay.
Are there echoes in this place?
Shout.
Who's this right there?
Hey, douchebags, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Doing.
You already heard us saying there's a door over here.
I go around, I go
That's my
in,
brother.
beefcake, come this way.
And he like starts going this way.
Goes back and says, are these dead bodies talking to me? No, I haven't yet.
So you're not going?
No, yeah.
That's why.
What? Where are you guys going?
Yeah, dick.
That's kind of what you say.
Damn, is
Wanna
that
go down
60 feet?
Corridor, or do we wanna go to the door?
The door.
Door?
Door down there.
So
Oh,
This
have
one
you
or that one?
down there. Have you follow us through.
The other doors.
Thank you.
Are you
I'm gonna
following
open
Ally?
the door.
Yep, sure, why not?
All right, you're gonna open that door.
So someone
Oh, that was a bush.
Base in the wall.
This stately
He's
room
being
is
rash through it.
20 feet wide and 40 feet long, appearing to serve as a dining hall of sorts. A nicely carved wooden mantel surrounds the room at a height of 7 feet off the floor, and the stone walls are carved in simple yet pleasant designs. There are a number of tables and chairs in the room, these being of wooden construction and quite utilitarian in nature. The pale green mold lightly covers many of the wooden surfaces. The entire room has a musty, mildewy scent to it.
I sneeze.
I sneeze. Rolls for a vigorous sneeze.
You shoot.
Need help. Do these connect?
I know.
Don't question my map-making ability.
Well, you already messed up other times, so.
That's what it looks like.
So I relayed to y'all that this looks like a dining room. Do we wanna explore this dining room? Cause it looks like there's a,
I say we do
pigs off the corner.
cautiously, let's go.
So we're gonna follow the noble.
Of course.
So you,
So we don't want to split up, gang?
they're going down.
What did you scroll? Is that-
As you look through the room, it's got various tables in it. It's very nice. The mold appears harmless, and then there's a door around the little corner there.
Everyone following or
Yeah.
We'll follow.
Jared? You wanna go off on your own?
I almost do. I'll follow you guys. And I'll jump ahead with
So maybe we
my
can row.
other person that I am with. They don't do shit.
We can tell that you look very similar.
What?
Does anyone want to open that door there?
Your decision.
Are we gonna try to?
Are we gonna open the door, nobles? Nobles,
Odds or evens?
Evens, always.
Odds. Again, why do you always pick evens? Okay, return. You don't notice shit.
so are y'all gonna open the door?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Okay.
Ah,
I came in
yes.
Yeah, it's actually
Somewhere in.
She got this baby.
off the dining room. This 20 by 40 foot hall was designed perhaps as a sitting room or lounge. Several earthenware tankard mugs hang from rows of hooks high on the wall. Numerous unadorned pegs are also present. A long wooden bench seat actually attached to the walls along each side of the room, facing the center of the room. The center of the room is a full-size carved statue of a nude human female, beckoning with arms out front in a very alluring pose. An ale keg, long since dried but still smelling slightly of the brew, is at rest in one corner. Who's the first in the room?
That's me.
Do you have a praise by any chance,
Praise.
or something equivalent to?
I can, if we have the time, I can do a ritual on to do detect magic.
Like, let's see. It would be. Probably a insight check. If anybody has insight. That
I
goes
have
into
insight.
it. You want to go in the room and make an insight check?
Sure, I'll go in. Do you have insight?
19.
Yeah, that statue's worth about 5,000 gold pieces.
We're taking that one.
It's also,
300 pounds.
well, more like 1,200 pounds.
Yeah.
So if you could conceivably get it out of here, you could be very well to do, but it would require some sort of feat of engineering or magic to,
Do you have the ball bearings?
They had to have gotten it in your stuff.
yeah. I mean,
He had slaves.
Well, maybe we could find something.
Yeah, big old cojones. So strength is 16.
Yeah, okay.
Hernia!
What can we
You
tell
know.
it's made out of?
it's
Okay.
marble,
Marble?
white marble.
Oh,
I'm a mason. I can
that can't be.
I can disassemble that to make it
Take it
easier.
out piece by piece.
Would you like to try to, I mean,
Do we want to? Do we want to try?
Maybe later.
No,
I
later.
it ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's a statue.
I can leave the room.
I don't know, those other fucking statues.
Just
Okay.
for the heck of it, can I search around the statues, see if there's anything weird about
Sure, make a perception check.
it? 12 total.
Okay. No, you don't notice anything else other than what was described. Okay. So that's that. That's what's in there.
So there's absolutely no door.
I go back out.
And you
to
can
the-
search for whatever you want. If you'd like to search, if you want to go in there and search. Okay. No, you don't find anything either.
Just go back.
We go back on down that corridor.
Which corridor?
This one, you go down the hallway, or-
This one?
Yeah.
Or this one?
Wait,
Or
so
this one?
does this lead to just,
No.
You haven't gone around the corner, so you don't know where it goes yet.
Oh, around this.
Oh, sorry, there's also a, nope, you don't see that. Okay.
wait, so we don't have the snow mic set up yet, do we?
The what? Oh, it's
Or
not
some-
active. It's going off the microphone on camera.
Cool.
Somebody's watching, so apparently they can hear us.
Why?
They're sending
They're
little
watching.
fingers every
Oh,
20
okay.
seconds.
Either that or they can lip read.
I'm gonna go down. This one. Schwink, schwink, schwink.
Yeah.
Movie as well.
No, we're
So
behind.
I think I notice all this commotion.
I stay in the room with the marble. No, I don't. I follow you guys.
Staring at the statue.
Mhm. All right, left, right, or straight, losers. Since I'm leading again.
I wanna see what's around this corner.
Yeah, me too.
Can you?
All right, so I go to the right. My character's right.
Whoa.
Sounds ridiculous.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Everyone roll with you.
All right, there's another hallway. Yeah, there's more corridors. I'm gonna.
Yep, I'm gonna go with her. So,
Are you doing the hustle?
Okay.
Okay, so
Door.
Door.
All right, so we've got some doors on our left and another hallway on the right.
The hallway can't go much further, I say we just check it out.
All right, lead the way.
Unless the map just isn't that big.
Sure. I move forward.
Oh,
with him.
Okay.
Of course, the common man.
I thought-
There's a very cleverly concealed from the other side,
That's
but
the one
quite
you
obvious. It's impossible.
I
It's
know.
too well made.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
just-
so even.
DC 30.
you could not have found that
Yeah.
secret door from this side. But it's got little like peepholes and everything, like a switch to open it.
What do you see with your eyes?
Dwarvish
Dwarven.
eyes. I see a secret passageway and I click to open it.
Yes, and it opens into the original hallway.
Where are we?
But we're back in the original hallway where we started.
All right, then I'm gonna go look at these doors. I'm gonna open the one on my right.
I'm gonna go to her to support her.
Ooh, area 27.
Ooh. What does that mean?
It's a big old serpent. As soon as you open the door, it's good. Its name is Shurang. Congratulations, you opened it. He's very happy and murdered you.
You're trying to make friends with the serpent.
Please don't touch. So nice. And I'm like, you can touch it.
Okay.
I'm expecting this to just open.
Okay, so that opens to. You guys are so close to like
Nothing.
something good.
Oh, yes. I go back. Yeah, but what is his something good?
The Great Hall is 60 feet long and 40 feet wide with an expanded ceiling reaching 20 feet above. The floor is smooth black slate. 4 sets of 2 pillars lead to an elevated platform at the opposite end of the chamber,
Hey guys, there's a hall down here.
which is
I'm gonna go with him.
here. It's got 2 little thrones on it. Okay.
Throne room.
2 throne-like chairs are sculpted from gigantic blocks of white marble. Great draperies and alternating panels of yellow and purple hang on the wall behind the raised platform. Strewn about the hall are numerous bedrolls and blankets, tended by numerous small humanoids. 7 small humanoids, to be exact.
They can move that statue.
They have no hands.
I use the same tactic that I use with the dead gnome. I walk in and say hello.
Roll initiative. The gnomes are going on 12.
I'm over there.
16.
They shout, get her, but you get the first attack. There are 7 of them, and they are,
Why'd you use your burning hands on that one guy?
Can you use burning hands?
Can you?
I think so, yeah.
Can you?
I can use burning hands twice, correct? No? Okay.
I'm going to pick up a pizza. I'll be back in 5. Don't worry, I'm way over there, and you guys are losers.
Okay. I cast Ray of Frost,
okay.
and it's a cantrip.
Make a ranged attack.
So what do I roll?
D20. And then add your spell modifier to it. You missed. All right. Who else is, who's Mark? What's your initiative?
It's a 5.
All right. What was your initiative? 16. Who's the D6? Is that you, Joe?
Yeah.
What's your initiative? So you roll a D20 and add your initiative modifier.
One. Plus one.
So roll a D20. Okay. Gnomes go. They are gonna. So this gnome is gonna hurl a bunch of gnomish curses. You can only assume, unless you speak gnomish.
I speak goblin.
Not speaking goblin.
Damn it.
Well, he'll just say it in common. And then he throws a vial at you. What's your armor class?
12.
Missing horribly,
Yes.
and it bursts against this column, and it's alchemist fire. It catches the column is now on fire. The next gnome,
Oh, I forgot I have alchemist fire.
same deal. Lighting the column in front of him on fire. Third gnome does slightly better and simply lights the floor on fire. Fourth gnome nails you. What's your armor class?
12.
Doing 3 damage. Odds or evens?
Odds.
You're not on fire.
Yeah, not on fire. I still have 3 damage, right?
Next gnome hits you again, doing 2 damage. Odds or even.
Odds.
And you are on fire. The other 2
I'm
gnomes
pretty much dead.
run this way.
No.
So these guys run out.
Yeah, because I was already down to 6, then minus 3
Okay.
more.
Mark, what was your initiative?
5.
5, and you were 4 plus 1, so also 5. Who's got the higher dex? What's your dexterity? Plus 3.
Mine's plus 3.
Okay, so
Mine's 1.
you're going to go first. So are you going to come in and attack?
Yes.
All right, move your guy up to whichever X mark you want to attack. And what are you attacking with?
I'm gonna use my dagger.
All right, stick him.
15.
15 plus your base attack bonus is going to be.
I don't think daggers have attack bonuses.
Oh, he's got a plus 5 for his base attack bonus. Okay, so you hit him, do damage, 1d4 plus probably plus 3. 9, killing him. So he's dead. All right, Mark, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move up to the side of her. Yep.
All
And
right.
attack one.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna yell out if I can for the others to get in here quick.
Okay. Shout to the others, and they'll roll initiative at the top of the round. Go ahead. Make your attack roll.
10 total.
Missing. Right, top of the round. You hear Mark's character saying, "Hey, come help us. There's a bunch of freaking gnomes in here throwing shit on us."
17.
All right. 17. And all right, what was your initiative, Valley?
I don't remember.
You
It was high.
Yeah.
16. Okay, so you're moving first, then you.
Okay,
So,
but I'm incapacitated, so.
well, you're not, are you?
Has it been a
Yeah.
day?
Oh, it's the second round. You're going to take more damage because you're on fire. Take full more damage. Odds or
So,
evens.
like,
I'm dead.
Are you in the
odds.
negatives? You're
Yes.
still on fire. What are you in the negatives? How
Yes.
negative are you?
I'm like, I'm at least 4 negative.
Okay, mark that down.
Okay.
and what does that mean?
Uh, what's your? I mean, potential customer.
No, there's no one.
Oh,
I can bring you back.
Heal me.
All right, what I miss?
I'm dying.
So yeah, I actually would go up there. And I can, within 60 feet, like, as long as I can see you.
Wait, so if all this commotion is going on, does everyone hear this?
Yes, they kind
Yeah.
of shout.
Yeah, shout it out to the hallways.
All right, then I just go in the doorway like that, and I pull out my longbow.
early next week. bunch of,
You guys still
bunch of
going.
singles and
She's on fire.
Dying.
stuff. Board games are
We're
all
trying to fire.
board games are 50% off with a couple of exceptions and stuff that's like long
So
out
they
of
don't
print.
think at this point, it's safe to assume no one's not friendly.
New board games are priced marked minus 10%. Pretty much 15%.
You see anyone shorter than 5 feet tall, you can just
Yeah,
kill them.
have a look
Just
around. If you have any
immediately kill.
questions, just
I healed you for 7.
Cool, thanks. I'm trying to
Yay!
kill all these guys real quick. So,
Tell the
got one of
DM.
them.
I healed her for 7 with healing word.
Okay, so you're back up to 3 then. But you are still on fire.
Oh my god.
Can I cast,
Stop, drop, and roll.
can I cast Ray of Frost on myself?
Make yourself do a block of ice.
Technically, you could. I won't stop you. I would have you make an intelligence check before you did that. But, I mean, you're on fire, so it's going to be a -4 for that intelligence check.
Yeah.
Because you're panicking. Okay, so
Maybe if I turned to ice, this fire wouldn't hurt.
who's way off in the corner over there?
Pizza guy.
That's Jared. Okay. What did you roll initiative?
No, I just ran to the doorway.
Okay.
pulled out my
Roll your
longbow.
initiative.
8,
Okay.
11.
11.
So you're back up. It's your turn. What do you do?
I go and hug one of them while I'm on fire.
Okay, initiating a grapple. Make an attack roll.
I like that. Hug one of
Come
them.
here,
Give
you.
a fiery hug.
Come here, you.
10.
You are 2 on fire.
I have 2
Do
on
that.
fire.
Do I hear all this commotion?
No, you're pretty far away.
Cool. I sit and eat my pizza.
Okay. He breaks out his ration. I wonder where everybody went. I don't wonder that hard, honestly. I don't care.
Don't get
How can I get this statue out of here
without evil.
without anybody else noticing? What was your initiative? 5. Audra, what was your initiative?
6.
Mark, what was your initiative?
5.
5. You just went. Gnomes are going. One of them's gonna take a crossbow. No, he's gonna engage you, Mark, with a short sword. Missing. The one behind him is gonna shoot a crossbow at green D10. Light green D10. No, that one. Who's that?
That's
Me.
not fire.
Oh yeah, he's gonna. Why not?
Hit you.
Hitting. 2 + 3 is 5. Are you back down?
Yeah.
All right. Odds or
2
evens?
+ 3, that's 5, so I'm at -2.
Okay, odds or evens, Ellie?
Odds.
Do it. Still on fire. 2 more, so you're negative.
I'm back at -4.
All right. Just burning. We're down with a crossbow bolt sticking out of you.
Sweet scars.
I'm now shish kebab.
Other gnome is going to attack you, Joe, with a short sword, missing. So, what was the initiative?
11.
11. You're up. Where are you?
All right, so
In the back. You can charge forward if you want.
no, I'm gonna stay back there.
Good
What's
plan.
what's the nearest gnome that I see?
The one probably standing in front of the flaming remains of Allie's character.
The flaming remains of these old days.
It's burning really brightly now. Still twitching a
You
bit.
can see everything.
All right, so I take aim at the gnome in front of
Oh, with what?
my longbow.
Okay, make your attack roll. Missing.
Well,
All right.
I got a +7.
Nope, still missed. But you didn't crit fail, so you didn't hit anybody in between. So lower than 11 initiative. Who's next?
I have 6.
6, 5, 5.
Okay, Audra, what do you do?
I work.
All right, and you're this
That
guy.
one, yeah.
Who do you want to go up to? You got 4 guys there.
Which ones have already been hit?
Nobody.
Oh, wow, okay, so the one that you placed. me
Okay,
next.
make your attack roll.
8.
You missed. 5, 5. Hi, thank you, sir. And like I said, I'll be getting all my CCG stuff this coming week.
I have you on Facebook.
Yeah, I'll definitely make a very big announcement
I'm
about
I'm
that.
a teacher, so like my schedule's like crazy.
Cool. We're planning on doing Friday Night Magic once we get all the stuff. And yeah. So cool, man. Well, thank you for stopping by. Higher dex, right? All right. What are you gonna do? Try to
the
get
guys.
him?
Yeah, try to get the guys.
All right. Oh, you can, okay, good plan. Plus what for your attack? Are you doing your dagger again?
Yeah.
You got a short sword. You should
Oh,
be
okay.
using your short sword. I'll just let you know. And you're +3, so you hit him. So you're gonna do your, or you're +5, so you hit him. So you're gonna do 1d6 +3 damage.
We have to do any kind of-
Killing him dead.
Another die.
All right. Mark.
Next closest one,
All right. Make your attack roll.
20 total.
Yep. Natural 20 or okay. Okay. All right. Make a damage roll.
8.
Killing him dead.
Nice. 2 more to go.
All right. Anybody? Yeah, sure. Anybody lower than anybody not moved? Top of the round. Dying.
I'm going to go over to her and do cure wounds.
Okay.
That's 1d8.
Four.
That's 4.
Bring you up to 0. All right.
Stabilized.
You're stabilized. You're definitely unconscious.
Still on fire?
Odds are evens. Allie.
Evens.
Wow.
Still on fire. Somebody
Because the last 2 times it's been
doing
me.
only doing 1 damage. So you're -1. So you're dying again. Somebody throw a blanket over her or something.
I'm wearing my cape.
It's on fire. All of you is on fire.
It's polyester. So
Is my dragonfly here? I whispered to my
It burned to
dragonfly.
death.
No, no,
You can't whisper. It flew into the flames. It thought it was the moon and just immolated.
It wanted to attack you one last time because again, it
The
was
door
your
was
worst
on.
enemy and it hated you.
Okay.
I now have a vendetta against these gnomes.
Okay. So you went. You can't do anything. Gnomes are going. Only the one gnome left. He's going to run away, provoking an attack of opportunity from you. Make your attack with advantage.
17.
Probably definitely hitting him. So deal your damage.
4.
Striking him but not killing him. And he is now this dice. And he is going to pass by you, which is going to provoke an attack of opportunity with advantage for you. So you roll twice. Take the higher of the 2 rolls.
13.
+5 hits him. So you don't even need to roll again. Just roll your damage. +3 is going to finish him off. So he dies. All right. Would anybody like to extinguish Allie?
I'm gonna use my healer's kit to stabilize her.
Well, she is on fire still. So the first thing would be
I
to
pull out my blanket.
put out the fire. Then you can use your healer's kit to stabilize her. That's going to be a medicine roll with +2.
Yeah, because I got nothing that I don't have a bedroll to actually put her out.
I think Mark's character. I can't spell it. I can't see your name. What's your name?
Chaswick.
Chaswick has put me out.
Okay. So you can.
Chaswick.
Just pull a mark.
10.
Just
Oh, gosh. I needed to do.
All right, does anybody- Audra, would you like to take? If you have any remaining spell slots, would you like to burn one of them into a healing spell on her?
Am I able to?
Do you have it? How many spells?
Okay.
No, you can take any spell you have prepped and turn it into a healing spell automatically.
Oh, any spell?
So do you
Okay,
have
yeah,
any? Do you have any spells left?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll turn it into any spell.
Okay, then burn one of your activated spells and turn it into your healing spell.
Okay, all right.
Wisdom.
This was 6.
All right, you're back in the positives. You wake up. You have no hair. Your clothes are in tatters, and you've got at least second-degree burns covering at least 40% of your body. But you're not dying,
Okay.
and you're conscious and able to walk around.
So what are my hit points now?
You were negative what?
1.
Oh, you're 5 hit points. Actually, I mean you're not. You're pretty healed. You're still pink and very tender, and you have no hair at all.
Very tender. Anybody got a wig? My head's
Look like
cold.
Gollum.
All right, guys, I think we'll wrap it up there for tonight. Just because, like, that's a good stopping point.
At least I got 12 gold to get a nice wig.
You can I can't say the word. Prestidigitation your clothes and mend them,
Good.
or you can just walk around in charred, tattered rags.
I might
I
just
do
to freak
have a
more
set of
people out.
common clothes.
Or you can
I mean, I
Claire.
did too, but I'm pretty sure everything I own just burnt to a crisp.
You can keep it.
So
There's
thanks.
So now.
a burlap sack you can
One in the
wear.
front, one in the back. Oh, wait, no.
My other
one in
cape
the
is
back
burnt.
is burnt too.
So I think we'll call it there for the night, because honestly, that's most of the first level.
Whoop, whoop.
So
And
you have to
then
redraw.
I'll just let you know that, like, there's one more room beyond here, and behind here are some stairs going down. So that's, you know.
I'm bored not knowing where the rest of my party is. I go to that door.
Okay, yeah.
No.
You open it, it's an instant death portal.
No, it's good.
You're instantly
I
dead.
jump through willingly. The sweet, sweet release of death. Oh,
So yeah, this gonna be tonight's session. We'll run the second session next Friday. If anybody is down, I'd love to have you all back. I'm gonna pre-draw the map and then just cover it in printer paper,
And
and that way I
reveal.
can like reveal, and because some of my geometry is not quite correct over there.
are you gonna use the square side?
I'm gonna use the square side.
Yes.
Although the second level is much more caverny, so these nice, neat delineated squares are pointless because the walls are all crooked. But whatever.
They're like that. Right.
Yeah, they're hexagonal. So I'll use the square side. And so I should use the
Do you
square
want us
side.
to leave these two?
Oh yeah, I'll just take them.
Giant
I mean,
beeline.
I will lose mine, so that's why
Yeah,
I'm gonna
me
leave
too.
it.
All right.
I mean,
You want to keep ours or?
Keep will be.
Yeah, I'll just tuck them in here and put them in the book, and then put the book in the closet, and that way.
thanks for healing me, guys. No problem. Why couldn't you save my dragonfly?
It just wanted to kill you.
It flew into you.
So that's going to be the
It's all right.
conclusion of the first
I need to find a
session
strange route
of
for a cold.
In Search of the Unknown. On the second session, they may finish mapping out the first level of the Wizard and Fighter's long abandoned keep, or they will probably venture down into the second level where the shit gets real. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Friday.
Bye.